Hello guys, this is Kang. Yesterday we got an update for new class, Sage. I believe a lot of people already class changed to Sage. And this video is all about the Sage, like skill branch and skill tree for the farming, PvP and boss. And also I'm gonna explain about each skill's features. And also what are the tricks for the skill combos and each skills, and let's get started. So skill branch. If you look at the Sage skill, there are two main damage skills, which is special of shatter and special collapse. So these two you have to put R. That's why R is number 1. And number 2 branch is Labyrinth. So those skills, Judgment of Other, this is also another main damage skill, and this one is only Third and Labyrinth. So you have to get Labyrinth. And third one is Ahif. So Ahif, this is just a farming skill, and Ahif is supporting Rift Chain. So number 1 is R, number 2 is Labyrinth, and number 3 is Ahif. Looking at the farming skill, I'm putting Purgatory, Void Beam, Rift Chain, Judgment of Arthur, and Special Shatter, Rift Surge, and the HP recovery skill. Some people asking about pocket distortion, but with the pocket distortion skill, you can still fully use the skill without normal hitting. So it doesn't use normal hit. So basically, farming wise, Sage is pretty good, especially for current front line is Pilaku Torture Chamber. All the monster HP is not that high. So in my CP 32.5k, most of monster is dead with one skill. But if you are like under 30k, your damage is not enough to kill with one skill. Another tip is the passive skill. If you're looking at the passive skill, Ancient Wisdom, you can turn this on and off. So if you turn it on, it recovers HP 15% in every 15 seconds. But if you turn it off, when unused, increase damage against the monster by 10%. So it gives you 10% additional damage to the monster. You can probably kill monster in one skill. So this is a very big tip you have to remember. We're gonna use this for the boss rush as well. And looking at the skill, Purgatory, this one also flow skill. You can turn it on and off. The difference is if you turn it on, the skill range is wider. But if you turn it off, your skill range is smaller. So the difference is, if your CP is high enough to kill monster with like a 1 or 2 hit with this skill, better you turn it on. But if your skill is not high enough to kill monster with 1 or 2 hit with this skill, better you turn it off. Turn it off means in small range, you give more hits. So if your CP is not high enough, you can't kill 1 or 2 skill. You can't kill monster with 1 or 2 hit of this skill. Better you turn it off and then use this skill in the small area and give 3 or 4 hits with this skill. But in my CP, better turn it on. In this way, I can cover bigger range. And number 3 skill, this is the HP recovery skill. So this is the option that heal 150 HP per hit. Rift Chain has maximum 4 attacks. So maximum you can get 600 HP recovery. You have this is related to passive skill. This is same, your CP is not high enough and you have to use a potion or recovery skill. Better you turn it on. Rift Chain, you can recover your HP enough. Then better you turn off the passive skill to give more damage to the monster. Okay, let's move on to the PvP skill. The PvP skill, number 1 skill is Pace Shift. This is the dash skill. And if you look at the options, it gives you stun for the first hit and daze for the last hit. So this is I use this for the mobility or dash skill in the PvP. And number 2 skill is Rift Chain. Rift Chain, it gives first hit daze, second hit, the last hit is knockback. So with the first dash skill, Pace Shift, you give a stun and then you knock back. And then third skill is Judgment of Arthur. So Judgment of Arthur, you can bound your enemy and then knock it back. Like this. And then you have to use another damage skill, which is Special Shatter. So Special Shatter is the main damage skill. It gives like 1248% times 2 for PvP damage. So actually it gives quite good damage. So this one, if you're looking at it, Pace Shift, you stun, Rift Chain, you knock back, Judgment of Arthur, you bound, and then Special Shatter, you give extra damage. If you're looking at the skill combo, as I say, Pace Shift. So first skill Pace Shift, after that Rift Chain, your skill motion is shorter as a combo. And then after Rift Chain, Judgment of Arthur, skill motion is shorter. After Judgment of Arthur, Special Shatter, the skill motion is shorter. I'll show you how to use the skill combo. 1, like this. Dash, like this. So first dash skill has 2 hit. You can cancel the second one and go for the second skill straight away. 1. So you cancel the second hit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So this is all related to the skill combo. So that's how I put the first page with these 4 skills. And then second page, I put wormhole on the 5th skill because the first skill on the first page and first skill on the second page are the mobility skill. So when your skill board is keep just rolling around, you can still use the mobility skill. And the second one is Rift Surge. Rift Surge is forward guard skill, but I recommend just turning on the super armor because this skill motion is very long, and especially when you use this in the GVG or a Battlefield of Sun, you easily get knocked down. So I recommend to turn on super armor. And then third skill is Special Collapse. And then fifth skill is HP recovery skill. The reason why I put this skill on the second page is because also about the combo. So if you're looking at the Rift Surge, there you go. After the Rift Surge, spatial collapse is combo. So your skill motion is much shorter. I'll show you. So just by itself, skill motion is pretty long. The skill is much faster casting. So that's the reason why I put this on the second and third skill. And also you can use this special collapse with the wormhole. So how we use is special collapse and then use wormhole and drop it. So this is another the trick for the skills in Sage. So you can do this with your dodge skill. So you get the thing, dodge, 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 drop. Something like that. And you can also use dodge 2 or 3, 4 dodge in once. So get the thing and then dodge, go, drop. Okay. So first thing you have to remember when you do PvP with the Sage is range class. So it's not a melee class like a Berserker. You have to keep the distance. So how we use is in the distance, when you use this special collapse and your enemy dash and then go outside, go back and then drop. So you avoid your opponent like a Berserker or Lancer who just approach you with this either dodge skill or this wormhole. Get wormhole, drop. So if your enemy is here, get approach, wormhole, and drop. Something like this. So again, first page, dash stun, bound, knockback, and then extra damage, and then move out with the wormhole. Okay, this is the combo. Or you use this special collapse, and then you use this special collapse and then dodge in, attack, and then wormhole, move out. So you have to play very tricky when you do PvP. So especially when you fight with Titan or Grandmaster or Berserker Lancer, do not approach them and then exchange the skill. Don't forget you're the range skill. You're the range class. And then let's move on to the world boss or boss rush. So I put this boss rush skill is like this. So number 1, Void Beam. This is non-super armor skill, but it gives quite good damage for the monster, for the boss. So you have to use it. Otherwise, your skill is not enough to roll all the way. So you're gonna hit the normal hit. So you have to put this Void Beam. And then second one is Rift Chain. And third one is Judgment of Arthur. And fourth one is Pace Shift. This Pace Shift is not activated when you give a damage to the boss, but only activate when like Tukar Lighten or like Muraka, they keep just running around or jumping around, and in that way this Pace Shift, this skill is active and chase them. So you don't lose few seconds to walk them. So you must put this one as well. And the fifth skill is Special Shatter. This is good damage skill. And then don't put the wormhole, it's wasting a lot of time. And rip surge, and then special collapse. And also put the HP or the buff skill. So the buff skill is 50 attack for 30 seconds, which is give you extra CP, extra damage for the boss. So you must put this one. So this is all the skill tree. So now I'm gonna explain about each skill's feature. First of all, I'm gonna explain about the passive skill, which is Ancient Wisdom. As I explained before, there is the option that you can turn on or turn off of this HP recovery. So if you turn it on, you get 15% HP recovery every 15 seconds, which is huge HP recovery, especially when you play in Battlefield of Sun. And also, when you do PvP with, for example, Titan, even you try to keep the distance, you still get a lot of damage, or you get grabbed by Titan or Grandmaster. In that way, after you exchange your super armor skill and then you run away, and then wait for like a 10 second, 5 second for another 15% HP recovery. So in that way, you can get a lot of advantage for your HP recovery. So in the end, well, the combat time is, the duration is a little bit long, but in that way, for sure, you can win them. As I say, do not exchange your skill, super armor skill or invincible or whatever skills with Titan or Lancer, Berserker or Grandmaster. So you're gonna lose it. You're not a melee class. HP recovery, and there is 10%, this one. On skill use, increase damage of all skills by 10% for 15 seconds, which means it's unlimited. Okay, so if you're looking at the skill like this, I'm using the skill, you see the extra damage 10% for all skills. So each time you use the skill, you got this buff for 15 seconds. So don't worry about it. You're gonna get 10% damage increase extra. So this is not the important. The important thing is the skill cooldown reset. So every 15 seconds with the 15% HP recovery, it gives you to reset cooldown time for these three skills: Special Shatter, Judgment of Arthur, and Wormhole. So again, explain again. So those three skills is the Judgment of Arthur, so it just reset, and then Wormhole, or Special Shatter. This is the punch skill. It just reset, so it activates twice. So you need to choose which skill you're gonna reset when you see this cube block. I'll show you. Every 15 seconds you're gonna get cube block. Look, this one, blue color. So once you see this cube block, it's time to reset. So when you use Judgment of Arthur once, the skill come back straight away, reset the cooldown time. And then another 15 seconds. And I'm gonna use this punch skill. So actually this one is only once, you can only use once, but with this cooldown reset you can use twice, like this. In this way you can maximize the damage. So I do recommend to reset this Special Shatter, which is the huge damage, especially when you're looking at the cube and then you go to combo and then punch straight away first, and then the Judgment of Arthur. You change your skill around to give maximum damage. Because if you use this Judgment of Arthur skill will be reset. So you can use on this fourth skill special of shatter only once. Okay, so you lose the damage. So when you do PvP, try to concentrate to reset this special shatter twice. Especially those melee class approach you and you can exchange skill with this special shatter. So you can exchange the damage with other super armor skill of your opponent and you can give a lot of damage. Like this. But when you need to chase someone or you get chased, better you reset the wormhole. So explain about this wormhole skill. You can press down. You can use 2 times with spending your MP. Okay. But with the reset, you can maximum use 3 wormhole at once. I'll show you. Okay, I'll recover a little bit of MP. Okay, it's time to reset. So press down, use MP, and then reset and another one. So look how far you can move with the wormhole. And another good thing about this wormhole skill is after wormhole skill, so your running speed is still same. So you not slow down. So there are 3 mobility skill for Sage. One is Doji, 1, 2, 3, 4 in row like this. But your running speed is get slow. And another one is pace shift, which is this dash skill, and your running speed is slower. So when you run or when you chase, remember this wormhole skill is always the last skill. Okay, I'll show you the combo. Dash skill and doji, wormhole, wormhole, and then dash, wormhole. So always wormhole skill at the last. So in this way you don't lose the speed of your running. Okay. So between this wormhole, you can mix with dash skill or doji, but always the last skill is the wormhole skill. Okay. So it reset. Okay, that's how you chase or how you run away. Or like when you fight and your enemy is low HP, about to die, but it start run away. In that way, you use this special collapse, hold it, and then drop it. The thing is, I'll show you the range. Hang on. Sage got 2 skill is very long range skill, which is the Judgment of Arthur. Look, it still can reach that far. And then another one, special collapse. Look, it still reach this far. Okay, so that's how you can use these skills to chase your opponent or enemy in the Black Sun or something, using this range skill, and then knock them down. And explain the another skill, which is the pace shift. So this one has very good trick. So when your opponent has the distance a little bit far, when you use this pace shift, you dash and hit. Okay, I'll show you again. You dash and hit too. Okay, but there are 2 tricks of this skill. The first one is, if you don't press any direction, you don't touch this one, and then use this dash skill, 1, 2. Again, if you use this direction button, the motion is very fast. But if you don't use anything, motion 1, 2. So if you're looking at the skill, this dash skill is the super armor skill even in the arena. This one, pace shift. So it's super armor skill in the arena. So in that way, you can make your dash skill super armor duration is even longer. So 1, 2, like this. Okay. Sage only have 3 super armor skill in the arena, which is this phase shift, and then not this one. Where is it? This one. The damage skill, the super armor, and then this wormhole. So only 3. So you feel a little bit sure of your super armor time of each skills, so you can make it a little bit longer of your super armor using this trick. 1, 2. Okay. The another trick is if your enemy is here and then you have distance, dash, you hit the front, right? In this way, if your enemy has a forward guard, this skill will be blocked. But if you lock your enemy and then go closer, you hit from the back. Okay, I'll show you again. So your enemy is go closer and press, you hit from the back, which is you can break the forward guard for like Primrose or what, Warlord? Not Warlord, I think that Blade Master and this kind of classes. And also Berserker has the forward guard skill, you can break this. So while you exchanging the super armor skill with your enemy, you mix with this and then you hit from the back when they use the forward guard skill. But it doesn't apply for the Grandmaster because Grandmaster that the shoulder charge skill has a back super armor, so it doesn't break it. But all the other classes who has the forward guard skill, you can break with this dash skill. And then another skill is the Judgment of Arthur. As I say, this one, the range is very long. This is almost same as Phantasma that skills or Raven that range skill. So in this far you can still hit. Okay. What I say from the beginning, you are the range class. Okay. Keep the distance and then hit. Okay. And then run. And then keep the distance and skill like this. And give a damage. And also, if your CP is not high, you're not gonna survive long when you fight middle of the fighting. Just keep the distance and then just chuck it, the range class. Chuck the range class. Like this. You can be very helpful for your guildmates. Okay. Then another one is wormhole. I already explained you with using the MP and then skill reset. Maximum you can use 3. 1 and MP use and then reset and another one, which you can move quite far away. And the next skill is the special collapse. So special collapse, there's 2 ways you can use if you realize or not. Press short and the motion is shorter, okay? But damage is much weaker. And then another way is press down, boom, okay? In this way, damage is much higher. Show you how much different. So hold the skill button for additional 50% damage, okay? But range, the distance of the skill are the same. So it's your option. You can use short skill or hold the button for 15% extra damage. Then as I say, this one is combo with the wormhole. Hold it, wormhole, drop it. Okay. And also with the dodge as well. Hold it, dodge, 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 drop it. So this is combo. You have to practice this. So if you know how to use this, probably you are already half master of the Sage. That much, this combo is very useful. Okay. And then I explain again about the mobility when you run or chase. Dash first, dodge, and use the wormhole, run, and dash, wormhole again. So this is how far you can go. But always last skill is wormhole. And also about the tip of PvP, as I say, when you exchange the damage, the skill, like a super armor skill with the melee class, those are Berserker or Lancer, your HP will reduce much faster, much quicker. So while you just, hang on, just go and exchange the skills, and then wormhole, run away, and then just move around a little bit, and then you're gonna get another 15% HP recovery. Go fight again, and then wormhole, run again. This is the best way to fight 1v1 PvP. But in the GVG, in the Battlefield of Sun or like a guild war, use the range skill, focus use range skill. If someone approach, move out and keep the distance, and then dash and hit and move out again. Okay, so you have to keep the distance. So this is the way you can use Sage for PvP or GVG. Okay, this is all about the Sage guide. If you have any more information you want to add up or something you curious about Sage, you can leave the comment. I'll give you my best answer. So everyone enjoy the Sage, and if you like this video, please press like and subscribe and turn on the alarm please. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to it's alright.